So this is the 17 mile, I think. This is the part of the marathon they don't want you to see. Pretty dark.
And I find it kind of funny, I find it kind of sad. The dreams in which I'm dying are the best I've ever had. I find it hard to tell you, I find it hard to take. When people run in circles, it's a very, very mad world.
Here we are, race day, in the house getting ready.
Taping up.
Taping up. 720, 60 frames per second.
My information.
Hey, mate. Do you know how to use this? Yeah, just turn that on and off. It's filming now.
Okay.
Just get a few shots for the documentary.
No problem, yeah.
It's Snowden now.
Who's going to come last? I have to ask Kelly who's going to come last.
David. According to William Hill, yeah, I would say that I'm more of a slow. I like to soak it up. So, but this year my strategy's changed. Last year I went pure natural, just water. This year I'm taking every sort of product there is. You know, these aren't my real feet, so it's going to be great.
You picked yourself up now, David. You put yourself up there.
David's been carb loading since midnight, so he's very, very much ready to go.
At any point it's going to release.
Well, the Brighton course is surprisingly fast for a hilly city. It starts in Preston Park for the masses there. The elite start is 1 mile north on the A23 coming down into the city centre. But the athletes, well, they negotiate some hill in that first circuit around the park, the masses, then down into the city centre, around Brighton Pavilion, up the Lewis Road, back down to the seafront, where they head out east, past Brighton Pier and the Marina and up the Ovingdean Valley. That's a lovely little trip up there, beautiful countryside, back along the coast road with majestic views. Past the finish, they'll see that on their left, then the halfway line, out west along Newchurch Road, back along that very, very flat, fast loop, huge crowds along there, and then out west again, around the power station loop. That's tough, that section, a little bit desolate before the last 3 miles, which they have to earn, and the massive crowds of the last mile to the finish line. Atmosphere at the start of all these big races. Many, many athletes are spurred on by their desire to run for charity. The Rafferty brothers there in yellow, running for the Whoopsadisy charity, a local charity actually based in Preston Park. And David running with his 3 brothers. He's got a challenge to beat the rest of them home. We'll be catching up with them later, as indeed we will with other charity representatives.
I'm taking part for my son's charity, Whoopsadisy. They work with kids with mobility issues, and I really want to run and raise awareness of them and what they do for children in the Brighton area. Me and my 2 other brothers ran it last year, and we decided this year that we were going to run it as a collective, as all 4 boys. My brothers are actually marathon runners. Well, they like running. My older brother, Kenneth, he served for about 10 years in the British Army. His definitely strength is his mental ability to get on with it. And he's got that level of intrinsic motivation to really push through. My younger brother, Michael, having worked in as a doctor, he fully understands the anatomy and physiology of what the body should be doing, where I tend to just ignore it. In terms of myself, my strength I'm still looking for. My definite weakness is kind of that 20 miles, let's just push through that barrier. And I struggled through last year's in a 5 hours, but it's not really about me, it's about the kind of raising awareness and getting my brothers together and kind of doing it as a collective force. My youngest brother, Patrick, he won it last year out of the 3. He beat Kenneth very narrowly, and so it's really between Kenneth and Patrick to see who wins this year's Rafferty Cup. Here we are, Hill 2.
Hill 2.
Hill
Tough
2.
hill, big ascent.
Big ascent, quick.
Descent's tough on the knees.
Less than
as
100
well.
meters.
Hill 2.
It's gonna be
Hill
tight.
2.
Woo!
Bring it down, bring it down.
Bring it down now.
Keep breathing.
Use those quads, use those quads.
Pause. Slow.
Keep your pace.
Nice.
There's Harriet
Hill 3, hill 3.
and Dylan and Imogen. The marathon. I'm doing it for you, babe. St. James Street. It doesn't look that steep, but it's probably about 2 gradient,
Too tough.
2 degrees.
How many contours there?
About 1 contour on a standard OS map.
Well done, David B. You can still win, but you've got to start pushing it, Dave.
That's my coach. That's something that I've been training for. See where my money goes. So we're at about mile 7 now. The crowds have disappeared. It's got a lot quieter. You can tell people are starting to get into that race zone. You know, not many people out here. But it's all right. Stay focused.
You're all alone. You're all alone. No one's here for you.
So many people, yet I feel so alone. See, the sun's out. So we're at mile 10 now, and we've just got out to the Green Docks and back. Festival's starting to cheer up a little bit. The festival of running. The band is here, full swing.
Michael's pack leader.
Michael actually was in front of Ken.
Michael's broke away from Kenny.
So Ken was about 100 yards behind, maybe 150 on the incline. So the question is to see how that unfolds.
Has he broken away too early?
I think he might have, you know. I think it's too early for this stage, this part of the race. Got to keep the strategy up. Let's go have a look at the band. That was the band.
Fast or slow, it appears that over 2,000 youngsters had an absolutely fabulous day. Well, smiles all round for the youngsters as they got their mile races done. For the marathon runners, a slightly different challenge. 26 miles, 42 kilometres of roadway lie ahead. And amongst those thousands of starters earlier on this morning, David Rafferty and his 3 brothers were in there somewhere, running for Whoopsadisy. And David, one of the 4, Kenneth, Patrick and Michael in this little domestic challenge or family challenge, managing a smile there. And that's because his son Dylan goes to Whoopsadisy. And of course, when you run a marathon with a real cause, something you're passionate about, you can enjoy the race that much more. But let's see how he's getting on. Catherine has caught up with him on the seafront.
Patrick, David, come and talk to me. How you going?
Yeah, we're doing great. So far, so good. It's a great atmosphere. I'm starting to struggle a little bit with the knee.
It's a great cause, isn't it? Remind me quickly again.
Well, it's about Whoopsadisy and about conductive education, and it's about getting people that don't have the access and the privilege to do this, to be able to move like this, to get them moving.
You're about halfway, and a couple of the family, though, they've been flying, David, I have to tell you.
Well, you know, they're the runners. I'm the best looking one, and it's clear, you know, we all know that. Let's go, come on!
A quite different mentality at the sharp end of the race. Dominic Kandor
is
is
13
17
mile, I think. This is the part of the marathon they don't want you to see. Pretty dark. You know, there's no big crowds here. You know, the occasional people, nice houses. Lived here for 20 years, haven't seen any of this neighborhood before, so that's nice. But, so this is the bit that everyone dreams about, the final stretch. It is a long final stretch, but you're just running home now, and that's great. If I keep this pace up, I will be home in time from I don't know. Power station. Got about 4.5 miles left, but you know, it's all good. 23 minutes, 23 miles, and it's time for one, you know? Oh, look, people having fun. Oh, yeah. Oh, there's me. Ooh, 23 miles in, just had a big jump. Feeling great. You know, feeling better.
Well, Patrick Rafferty's out there, but he's some way behind the leading brother.
Michael, I'm right behind you. I'm not going to stop you slowing down. You are on form and on fire today.
My nipples are playing up. That's going to be the rate limiting factor. I got to fight through nipple pain.
Well, you're going to be the winner in terms of the brothers today.
I hope so.
You've got a mile to go, Michael. Well done. Only 1 mile. Well done.
Well, it might be only a mile to go, but it'll be one very, very long mile. Thank goodness for the crowds who are carrying this flood of finishers along the seafront towards the finish in Madeira Drive in Brighton as they pass the wheel with just a couple of 100 yards to go. There's the scene for every one of these finishers, and it is Michael Rafferty who comes home to win the family championship.
So basically you win the banter chat later tonight.
For a whole year, yeah, for 1 year only.
Kenneth coming through for second place. He looks tired.
He is quite enjoying the fact he's come first.
I bet he is. It's going to be unbearable for the rest of the week.
He said a year.
Yeah, long we'll get him to do another one and hopefully beat him then.
A year of an unbearable brother who's beaten you in the Brighton Marathon.
So here we are, coming up towards the last mile, I guess. Feels like it. The crowds are out. Make some noise! Make some noise! Has anybody seen my mate Mo?
And there is Patrick, the third of the brothers, ahead of David in fourth place, who got them all into it.
You may be the last of the Rafferty brothers today, but it doesn't matter because the charity's a winner and you've done another marathon, sir.
It goes bigger than me. This is not about me and my body. It's about everyone coming together and feeling the vibe, you know?
Yeah. We are the scared, we all fight like that.
David, congratulations, you've made it.
Yeah, that was tough. That was a real tough battle, but you know, it was just one of those things that as it kept going, I just had to dig deep. You know, my brothers, they are amazing. They just ran and ran and ran. And it's great that we get so many people, the whole community comes down, and it's not just Whoopsadisy, it's every single charity that's running. It's just a brilliant day, you know?
Yes, I'm here with David Rafferty. David, first of all, many congratulations on finishing. How'd you feel?
I feel like I've run a marathon. It was tough. It was sub 5 hours, which is just great. And you know, doing it for Whoopsadisy, and my three brothers came down and did it with me. And you know, we're just really grateful that we can, you know, have the ability to run 26 miles. You know.
Indeed. Tell us the story about A, the family connection, and B, the charity.
Well, my son was born with a rare condition called 4Q deletion syndrome, and his main thing is his speech and hypotonia. So his muscle tone is really weak. As a byproduct of that, walking and especially running is really a struggle for him. And that's why we've gone in touch with Whoopsadisy, a conductive education charity, and they have just taken him leaps and bounds. They've kind of looked at what his goals are and said, no, we're gonna do better than that. And it's a really solid approach. And when I told my brothers, I said, look, we're gonna try and raise money for Whoopsadisy. Last year I got 3 out of the 4 to do it. And this year I said, let's go one better, let's get the whole, you know, the full house. And it's just been a great experience. And you know, after about 14 miles, they kind of enjoy running a little bit more than me. So it was great that they could go on and do their own personal best.
Tell us about the atmosphere out on the course, because everybody we've spoken to says it's just been absolutely extraordinary.
It's been amazing. You know, I mean, last year we had good weather as well, and it was just, I couldn't think it could get any better. But just coming up the home stretch there, and there's just so many people, and it's just a great atmosphere. It just shows you that when you get a community that believes in something for people, for the right of people, that people will come out and support it, you know? And I think it kind of shows the society that we've got, that we can actually go and, you know, get all these people out and get all these different charities and raise awareness for everything that's personal towards people. I think it's awesome.
Great run, great cause, well done. David Rafferty, everybody. Superb, well done, David.
How was that, yeah?
Job. Oh, brilliant. Yeah.
My media coach will be happy with that.
Yeah, you talk as well as you run. So,
Thank you very much, David.
No worries. Hey, how you guys doing?
Well done.